Hi, families, and welcome to the Sound Game. So, you've been a part of my Tyler Can Read club for a couple weeks, and I've shown you the beginning skills of how to read. And you may have wondered, how come I haven't exposed my kid to letters or jumping right into reading? Because everything I taught you about phonological awareness in terms of print and understanding sounds is the basic skills that students need to understand before they read. Think about Karate Kid with Sensei when he told him to wax on, wax off. Wax on and wax off. So he was continually telling him to do these skills, and he thought it was pointless. He thought it wasn't going to help him learn how to be a great karate master. But when Sensei decided, okay, you're ready, I'm going to teach you how to defend yourself, and he threw a punch, he knew that the skill, which was muscle memory, wax on, wax off, helped him become a better karate master. That's the same thing that happens when teaching children how to read. There's a lot of requisite information and skills that students need to learn that's not exactly the letters being put in front of them. So what we're going to do today, we're going to play just by listening to the sound, and then slowly I'm going to add letters. So there are two different skills that are going to happen here. Phonemic awareness. Phonemic awareness is the ability to manipulate the sounds heard in a word. Phonemic awareness does not have any print or any letters or anything shown. Phonics, that's the second skill, is when there are letters shown and we are attaching a sound to a letter. Okay? So there's three simple rules are to listen to the sounds, blend the sounds, and then guess the words. So I'm going to say the three sounds, and then we're going to build, and then we're going to put the word together, and that's the phonics part, and we're going to read the word. So the first part will always be the phonemic part, where I'm listening to the sounds. So this is a very simple example. The hint is animal. Okay, there are three sounds: at. I'm going to repeat again: at. There's another part that is scientifically proven that helps students listen to the sounds and then map the word. It's called orthographic mapping. So the next step I teach students is let's write a line for each sound that we heard. And as we write the lines, we will make the sounds. At. And then you ask them to apply their phonic knowledge. So I will say, what is the first sound you heard? And I bet you 9 times out of 10, your child will say, if they know their letter sounds, they will say, I heard C. And it's like, no, that's not what you heard. Let's hear again. You heard K. The letter C makes K. And then we continue. What's the next two sounds? At. So what's the next letter that makes the A sound? And they should say A says ah. And that's what that video comes in handy. And then we can say, well, let's blend together our sounds. We have k, ah. And blending means we're going to put the first and the second sound together and we're going to make it into one sound. So it's going to go like this. Ka. And then we need to end it quickly. And t. What letter makes the t sound? So what's ending it? A T is ending it. Okay? So when you're teaching your child to read, it's really important to do two sound words just because it's quick. These are the words that students will typically find most commonly in their any kind of text. And these are the words that are truly decodable. So decodable means that I only need to know the alphabet sounds, just the alphabet sounds as they are, no special cases. So let's go through these couple slides quickly. So this has two sounds. Eh, mm, eh, mm. The first sound is eh. I makes eh. Let's go to the next sound. Mm. Oh, sorry, I messed this up. It should be, the next sound should be t. So it. I think I was jumping ahead of myself. The next letter is a T, and T makes T. So we blend it together, and it will read it. Very good. Okay, here comes the one I gave away before I was supposed to. And it's okay because we can teach our kids. Teachers make mistakes too. It's always a learning process. So, two sounds again. Let's listen to them. Eh, mm, it's also important to teach your child that to look at their mouth when they are making sounds, letter sounds, because that will teach them what kind of sound it's going to make, especially that N sound. What kind of letter makes that? So we just practice, and this skill helps because we just um, had a similar beginning sound to it. So I makes eh. The next sound is and then for real this time, N says mm. So the word is in. Next word again has two sounds. Eh, s. So I'm purposely choosing words that have beginning similar sounds because it's easy and it's predictable and it gives students the confidence, especially when they're very first learning how to read. So we have eh, and students are going to know that I says eh. And the last sound is s. So what letter makes that? S says S. It's really important that you repeat to the child what the letter is and what sound it makes. And this is something that because they have learned that video, the sounds of the alphabet song, when you're asking students to slow down their thinking and say what letter is it going to produce this sound, that wax on wax off moment is going to kick in for them. And then here are just a couple of lists of words that are completely decodable. Like I just need to know the basic letter sounds. I don't need to know that, like a word you might see that is a sight word, but it's not really decodable, is the word go. Because you have to know if there's a vowel at the end of a word, that vowel is long. And vowels make the sounds, they don't say their name unless there's a certain reason why it's changing. So you want to be very careful at words that are truly decodable. So again, decodable means I only need to know the letter sounds to read the word. And that is the sounds from A to Z, no special cases. Okay? Again, if you have any questions, just reach out to me and I'm happy to help. Thanks.